Welcome to the cold start video for the Mercedes-Benz SL320. First, we're going to start with the temperature. Here it's on the block there, and we're sat at 4.6 degrees. Just very quickly onto the bodywork, and we're sort of 4.4, so it's nice and cold. If you can start the engine, please, Colin. Give a few revs, please. Thank you. Four more revs again, please. Thank you very much. Hello, I'm Glyn from Trade Classics, and we're here in a 1997 Mercedes-Benz SL320. I'm here with the owner, Colin.
Hello.
So this is the on-the-road video. We've already done the Meet the Owner. If you haven't watched that yet, please get yourself across there and have a look at it, and you'll get to meet Colin. So we'll now move on with this. So on the road, so to start with very quickly, the road we're on, so we're in North Warwickshire. The road's sort of a main road, country road. The weather's beautiful, it's nice and dry. Anything to add to that, really? I think that's pretty much it. We've got a few bumps, nice bends to test the car out on. So first of all, we'll talk about the gearbox on this car. So it's an automatic gearbox.
Automatic gearbox.
No clutch to worry about.
No.
How does the gearbox feel when you put your foot down? Does it?
Oh, very responsive.
Yeah.
As soon as you put your foot down, the engine kicks in. She'll drop down a gear, and you'll be away.
And you're away, and the gear changes seem completely seamless, aren't they? Yeah.
Very smooth indeed.
There's no clunks, there's no grinds or anything like that. No. I've also noticed it goes, when you're selecting your gears in the beginning, when you go for drive or anything like that, it goes straight in. There's no issues with that as well.
No issues whatsoever with the gear.
So with that, it's got a sports box as well, has it? Sports mode?
Box, yes, sports mode and a winter mode as well.
Awesome, brilliant. So obviously that's sort of going, you say the engine just picks up and goes.
Yeah.
So it's a straight six.
Straight six, yes.
3 litre?
Yeah, 3.2 litre.
3.2 litre, straight six, and it goes. It's nice and silent when you're going gently.
Yes.
And then you get to hear a little bit of a noise when you put your foot down.
Yes, you get a little bit of wind noise on the motorway, but that's to be expected.
Yeah, and so we've got the hard top on at the moment, but obviously it's also a soft top if you need it. So how are the brakes on this car?
The brakes are absolutely fine, very responsive. You put your foot down and she'll stop straight away.
Yeah, and it stops in a straight line.
It's very good.
Stops in a straight line.
Yes, no problems whatsoever.
It's got I've seen the ABS pump in the front, so it's got all the ABS and everything. Brilliant. And finally, with that, the steering. Just as we go into quite a tight bend.
And she's very, very responsive on the steering. For a big car, you've got total control on her. Very good indeed.
Yeah, and you can feel when you turn, it's quite tight. There's no slop in there at all.
No, nothing whatsoever.
Driving along, obviously the tyres on it are quite new.
Yes, they are.
And they've all been balanced up, and so there's no vibration in the steering wheel at all.
No, nothing whatsoever.
And she drives nice and straight.
Yes, she drives superbly.
Brilliant. That's always good. Suspension, I haven't heard any knocks at all.
No, nothing whatsoever. No knocks on the suspension. We can go over speed bumps, which we will do on the way back.
Yep.
And we will see that there's no problems with the suspension whatsoever.
That's it. Nice and tight suspension, no knocks, no bumps. When you turn into a bend, it stays quite flat. It's soft
Yeah.
enough to have a little bit of lean, but that's kind of expected in a nice heavier car like this.
Very much so.
So we're not getting thrown about either, which is very nice when we're going down a straight road. So that's pretty much most of that then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera around. We'll get a little bit of the gauges and the dashboard and sort of the roads we're on, so people viewing can actually see what's going on. So in the center console here we've got the climate control. I can confirm that it's all working nice. We're toasty warm. The air conditioning is good on it. The stereo just below it works as well. There's the radio code in the book. And to note with that, also the aerial comes up when you turn the stereo on with no issues at all. Looking up at the dashboard, we've got all the gauges. Everything, all the needles are moving. I'm checking the clock. Does the clock work?
The clock works, yeah.
The clock's working.
Let's see, it's at the right time.
And it's telling the right time as well. Yeah. So yeah, everything's working from here. Checked the windows earlier. The windows go up and down, no problems at all. I think you were telling me earlier that it's also got the automatic rain sensors for the wipers.
The windscreen wipers, yes.
Brilliant. Actually, very quickly, so I missed this earlier in the interior. I wasn't aware of it, but you've got a little cubby box in the centre which opens and closes and locks nicely as well. Okay, so we've hit a lot of traffic now, haven't we? So it'll be probably a good time to close up on this video. Yeah, so just as a sort of a recap, really, everything's working as it should work. The ride is very smooth. There's no noises. The engine's very, very quiet, very smooth. The brakes work. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's just it's a beautiful piece of German engineering, to be fair.
That's it. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching this. I'd like to say thank you very much to Colin for hosting me today and taking me out for the drive and joining in with the interview so well.
Sure.
And hopefully it's given you the information at your end to decide whether this is the vehicle for you or not. Thank you.